Hello, my friends. Welcome to Pinter's class. I am Job Jerome, and I'm going to take you through soil. Now, before we go to soil, I need you to subscribe. If you don't know how to subscribe, you can tell mommy or daddy, help me subscribe. And if you're a parent and you're watching with your child, please, we request that you subscribe and also like and share our videos so that we learn together. Hey, so I have components of soil. When you hear the word components of soil, what comes into your mind? Okay, the things found in soil, but we cannot look at the components of soil minus looking at what is soil. What is soil? Now, soil is a non-living component of the environment. Component means something which you find in the environment, which is useful to plants. It is also useful to people, yes, and also to other living things. Yeah, there are so many things found in soil, so that's why it is useful. So, soil is the top layer that covers the earth's surface. When you look around, you go outside, if you're inside, you look around, you see soil there. So it is the top layer that covers the earth's surface. Yes. So that is soil. Now I think you know about soil. But where does soil come from? Have you ever asked yourself, where does this soil come from? Soil does not fall like rain. It is formed. And it is formed by two ways. Do you know the two ways? Soil is formed by weathering. Now, what is weathering? Teacher, do you mean weathering the sunny, rainy? No, that one. So the first one is weathering. Now, weathering is the breakdown of rocks to form soil. When the rocks, now, soil is made up of rocks. Now, when those rocks break down, they form soil. Those small tiny particles come together and they form what we call soil. That is the first way soil is formed, like the way you can see it there. And then the second one is decomposition. When plants and animals die, they start rotting. Okay? And when they rot, you know what happens? They form soil. Yes, the rotting of plants and animals forms soil. That is what we know as decomposition. So that's how soil is formed. So that's why they tell you, hey, collect those leaves there so that they can rot and they form soil. Have you ever wondered, where would we put all the things we use? The banana peelings, the things we use at home, the rubbish, where would it go? It turns into soil, though there are some materials which cannot decompose, as we shall see as we move on in our lessons. So I want you to know that soil is formed by weathering, and weathering is the breakdown of rocks to form soil, and also decomposition, which is the rotting of plants and animals to form soil. Now let's go back to components of soil. When they say components means things found in soil, or what is soil made up. Okay? What makes soil? What do we find in soil? That's what it means by components of soil. So the first one is humus. You see that dark, shiny, dark color of soil up there? It is known as humus. Humus is the first component of soil. And it is humus that enables plants to grow well because it makes the soil fertile. Yes. Another one, did you know that soil contains air? Yes. It contains air. Soil has air, and air is another component of soil. So if you're naming the components of soil, you cannot miss out air. And there is actually another one which you cannot miss, the water. Soil has got water. Have you ever wondered? It rains every day. Like when it rains, where does that water go? Hey, it goes down inside the soil and it stays there, by the way. Though after some time it can be used by those living organisms and plants, as we're going to see. Then the next one, soil is also made up of rock particles. You see that man there holding the rock particles in his hands? Yes, soil is made up of rock particles. Remember we said one way of forming soil is through weathering, breaking down of rocks. Yes, so that's why in most cases we find rock particles in soil. And the last one is living organisms. When you say living organisms, those are things which have life, which stay in soil. Yeah, there are some things which have life and they stay in soil, inside the soil, like the earthworms. They come up when it rains to take in oxygen. Yes, so living organisms stay in soil. So when we talk about the components of soil, we have humus, we have air, rock particles, water, and living organisms. I hope you have learned something today, and I hope to see you in our next lesson. For now, I'm saying bye-bye.